The playoffs are in season contests on EA Sports. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18. Let's go now.
Line up the design keeper. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. What a play on 4th down. Give him the first after a gain of 27.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, happen in the future.
Ready? 70 Lions. 19 Lions. Buffalo 8, 60 Mavericks, 6.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. This ride forward halted after a couple of yards. Roger McCreary.
Right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 go! 60 Bison, 6 Cowboy 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, top 60s.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. One after by Folk is up and good. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He's brought down at what looks like the 20. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Attack!
They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
36-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
I don't need to. Hey, 57. Hey, rip list. 15.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yellow.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for the 2nd quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. Looks like a design run here from Mahomes. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Sign quarterback run here. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Colts will try for 3. Out comes their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42.
Let's go now.
And this drive with a design run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
4-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan. Here
he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
McCarthy to throw for it. Johnson finds the football, complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
60 Eagles, 60, 79. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
the throw here for McCarthy. Complete Derrick Henry. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
It's 2nd and 6. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Yep, I'll go on, 80. Yellow.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Has a man on target to Thornton. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 43. Hey, 57. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Hey, 15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Broncos will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. This is a heater going deep. He's got it deep downfield. He has it all the way inside the opposing 40. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Hill now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Jacobs gets it on the draw. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Going run again with Jacobs. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it with Mahomes. target to Johnson. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the give, it's Blue. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Jacobs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
Hey, rip list. 15. Attack, attack. Hey, rip list, rip list.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They are going for it. McCarthy. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory.
Got it. Ready?
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Give to Henry on the inside handoff. he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th and forever coming up. He's snapping to McCarthy. He's going deep this time. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a 3-score game in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Hill now to return it. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Attack. 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
43, 15.
Now it's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
4 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Colts.
Yellow. 50, yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos take over at the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos can rest easy with a 3-score lead. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Take. 19-18.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Nothing doing up the middle there, Brock. He goes outside, picks up 5. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, Henry. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Jack Fox getting the call here to punt on 4th down. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They've got to keep moving quick here.
It's a gain of 18. That's another first down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Attack, attack! Yellow! Attack! I'll go up. 15, 15.
Working inside the red zone. Pass is caught by Blue. And he's tackled for no gain. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Yellow, yellow!
The 8-yard line.
Yup, there's a line. I can decide me.
Now they send their back in motion right. Again, Mahomes to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Yellow! 15. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. 43! 43!
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now.
Go on, Eddie. 15.
Third and long for him here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
I don't listen.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, 15. Easy. 15.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Broncos 20, Colts 9.
No time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them. And that should put the finishing touch on this victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you